Hey guys, fifth grade band, flutes only. I'm only talking to flutes. Now, here's the thing. I could have you guys go and look at the clarinet trumpet part stuff, the video that they did. It's pretty much the same thing, except for at measure 9, you got something different, okay? Your measure 9 for that little chunk there up to 17, it's a little different, okay? So we have to have a separate video just for flutes, which is great because you'll be able to get through this faster. Okay, so this starts with the first 4 measures on a theme that we've already done. Okay, we did this in band before, but let's review it. Okay, so let's talk about the solfege and then let's talk about the letters. Do, do, mi, mi, re, fa, ti, ti, re, do. Then do, do, mi, mi, re, fa, so, 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 so. Notes. Let's take a look at the first measure only. We've got B flat to D to C to E flat. So we got 1, 1, pinky thumb, to a D, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, pinky in the air, and we still have a thumb. And then we're going to play C, first finger and pinky, to an E flat, same as a Mi, same as a D, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, but it has the pinky. So it sounds like this. Let's have you play with me. Ready? 1, 2, ready. Cool. Okay, do that a few times if you're not ready to move on. Now the next measure goes T, T, re, do. That's an A, C, B flat. Now A, if you remember the low T and shoe fly, thumb 1, 2, and a pinky. That gives us a low A. Make sure your air is blowing down. Okay, and then we have re, which is C, first finger and pinky, and then back to our do, our B flat, thumb 1, 1, pinky. Sounds like this. Cool. All right, let's play together. 2, ready, that measure. Very good. Okay, let's go back and put those first 2 measures together. 2, ready, we go. Great. Okay, do that a few times until you're ready. You can go back and rewind and do that with me. Now, the next measure, the third measure, is the same as the first one, and then we have a bunch of so's, a bunch of F's at the end. F, remember, is 1, 2, 3, first finger and pinky. Okay, so I'm going to put these 4 measures together. Sounds like this. Great. Hey, let's play that together. Ready? 1, 2, set, we go. Cool. Do that a few times if you're not ready. I'm going to move on to measure 5. Now, measure 5, you have the same thing as the trumpets at the beginning there, clarinets. You have the same thing as them as 5. You have the melody. It sounds like this. And that's going to happen a few times because the deal is those 4 measures are going to get repeated. And down at 17, if you learn this, it's the exact same thing at 17, and that is repeated. So if you learn 4 measures, you get 16 total measures. So let's break this down. We have just the first measure that we're going to work on right now, B flat, D, F, D, okay, which is do, do, mi, mi, so, mi, mi. So we got B flat to D, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, to F, 1, 2, 3, first finger, pinky, awkward peace sign, back to D, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's try that together. Sounds like this. Ready, you play with me. 1, 2, set, I go. Okay, cool. Do that a few times if you're not ready. Measure 6, though, pretty easy. E flat, G, F, or F, G, or E flat, G, F. Okay, E flat, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, pinky, up to G, upper law, okay, is 1, 2, 3, and pinky. Not this guy, okay, that would make him Tay, right? And then we go to F, awkward peace sign, okay? So we have, okay, let's play that first. 1, 2, ready. Great. Great. Okay, we're going to do 5 and 6 together. Ready? 1, 2, ready. One more time. 1, 2, set, and. Okay, if you're not ready, pause the video, build that maybe note by note. Okay, add a note is just fine to do on this, and then resume, and we'll go on to measure 7 when you're ready. Okay, so measure 7. Okay, there's only a few notes here. So we got do, do, mi, mi, and then one of my favorite parts, re, do, just kind of a fun measure. Okay, so we have B flat, 1, 1, pinky thumb, to D, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, to C, then first finger pinky, do, B flat, thumb 1, 1, pinky, and then we go back and forth between C and B flat. Okay, so let's play do, do, mi, mi. 1, 2, here we go. Okay, now we're going to do that C to B flat. Re, do, 1, 2, ready, and go. You can see how easy it is on euphonium and trumpet, okay? We're just doing this, okay? You guys are going re, do, okay? So practice that a few times, okay? But we'll play it together one more time here. 2, ready, and. Okay, can we do 7 and 8 now? Yes, I can. Great, awesome. Hey, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, if you can do that, great. We're going to go on and we're going to do 4 measures now. We're going to do 5, 6, 7, and 8. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and. Okay, now that's going to happen again, so you want to make sure you're ready to bounce back to the top of that. Okay, now here's where things get different. Measure 9 says second theme. You play right away. Everybody else is going to put their instruments down. They're going to count rest. They're going to wait and just hear flute. Okay, and you guys have, for 2 measures, you have do, do, mi, re, fa. You have B flat, D, C, E flat. Okay, now we've reviewed the notes a bunch, okay, so I'm not going to tell you what fingerings they are for right now, okay? If you need to that, review back to some of the stuff we did before, but we need to move this along, right? Okay, this one's moving pretty slow here. B flat, D, C, E flat, or do, mi, re, fa. Here we go. 1, 2, measure 9, go. Okay, now here's the thing. Next, you have an F. So it's going to last 4 or 8 total counts. Now, in the flute, maybe you don't have the lung capacity to make that go all the way for 8 counts. Take a deep breath, see if you can make it all the way through. Now, ultimately, I did tell the trumpets and clarinets not to breathe between measures 10 and 11 to try to find a different place to breathe, okay? So, it would sound like this. And I'd have to take a deep breath to make that happen. You're going to breathe where you need to, okay? The reality is I definitely had things where the composer wrote just a ton of notes for me to play in one breath, and I couldn't do it. And I just took a breath, and I came back in real quick. If there's multiple people that are playing my instrument, then there's still people playing that part, and the audience is none the wiser, okay? So let's try it together. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, set, go. Okay, now the next thing that you have there is a line with a 2 over it. That's a multi-measure rest. And a multiple measure rest basically says you're going to count that many number of rests. And how we're going to do it is on our hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is how I do it. Some people go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've seen some weirdo go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whatever you do, it's fine. But we're going to count on one hand. So it's going to look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. It's in my head how I'm saying it. Now, in a 2-measure rest, I may not actually do it on my hands because I got to get ready to play. Okay, so we just did that. And then at measure 15, we're going to do a so down to do. So, fa, mi, re, do, so. Okay, now we've done so do in a bunch of different things. Okay, so that's all it is. F, E flat, D, C, B flat. Play with me on that one. Listen. Great. Let's try it a couple times. 1, 2, set, go. One more time. 2, ready, and. Okay, now I'm going to stop and I'm going to go ahead and break it down note by note for you again. Okay, we'll do an add a note. So since there's the same pitch, I'm going to play both of those so's. Okay, I'm going to play 2 F's in a row. Play with me. Ready, and. Okay, now we're going to add on the E flat, the fa. Ready, and. One more time. Ready, and. Okay, now if there's too many notes, you'll pause, you'll practice until you're ready to go on. Okay, now I'm going to add on the next note, the mi, the D. Ready? 1, 2, set, we go. One more time. 2, set, and. Okay, now we're going to add on a re or a C. Okay, sounds like this. Okay, play with me. 2, ready, and. Okay, then we have do, so, or B flat, F. Let's put that all together. Ready? 1, 2, set, and. Cool. Awesome. Okay. Now, the next thing at 17, though, we've already done. That's measure 5. You don't have to practice that. You've already done it. Just make sure that you can play the melody for sure, right? Now, the next thing we have is 21. It says closing. Now, the clarinets have something different. Trumpets have the same thing as you do. You're going to start from do and in half notes, move back up to so, the opposite of what we just worked on, right? But in half notes. Do, re, mi, fa, or B flat, C, D, E flat. Okay, try that for me. 1, 2, ready. Okay, and then guess what? What we practice for measures, where is that? Okay, measures 15. Okay, we're going to put that in the next measure. It's the exact same thing. We're coming back from so down to re, not quite do. And if you look at the end, then you have re, mi. That's the same as the clarinets and the trumpets. So let's play those last 2 measures. Why don't I play it for you first? Ready? Make sure you take a breath in that quarter rest, though, for sure. That gives you some space, okay? All right, 4 measures. Here's at the closing, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and. Cool. Go back and do that a few times if you need to. Now, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to start at the top, and we're going to play all the way through the entire flute part. Now, let me talk about this. We have 4 measures up front, same pretty much as everybody in the band. Measure 5 is going to happen twice. That whole 4-measure chunk, we're going to bounce back at 9, back to 5 again. Remember, that whole 4-measure chunk is going to happen twice. Okay, measure 9 is you play right up front. A lot of people are going to put their instruments down at that point. You play. It's pretty slow. We're going to take a nice deep breath so we can make it through there. Try not to disconnect that F, that so that lasts for a long time, okay? And then when we get to 17, the 17 section is going to happen twice, and then we have a closing, okay? So here we go. I'll play with you. Ready? 1, 2, whole thing, and. Here's 5. Again. One, two, three, four. Get ready. Two, set, back. Go on. Again. Cool. All right, so here's the deal. Go back and do that a few times if you weren't ready. You might have to come back to this in a few days and do the whole video again. That's fine. Okay? Repetition is your friend within this. Just getting comfortable with this. Okay? So, your next assignment, once you get this part down and you can play it, is to find the video that's the full band Indigo or full band Banana Boat or on Smart Music. Okay, and try to play it with that so you have hearing the other parts. Remember, this is the big deal about this is a band piece. There are other things going on than just the melody. All right, that's it. Good job, guys. Nice practice.